let's talk about AEW.
What?
So, AEW, or better known as All Elite Wrestling, started by Tony Khan, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, and Cody Rhodes. For the past few years, it's been an absolute monster of a competitor for the WWE, but I have to admit, it has its problems. I just want to let you guys know, I love AEW, I love WWE, I love every wrestling company, but everything has its flaws, and I'm here to point out 4 problems with AEW. Coming in at number 1, CM Punk. I never thought I would say this, but earlier this year, CM Punk started some problems with the EVPs in AEW. After All Out 2022, Punk made some statements about AEW at the post-press conference that didn't sit well with the Elite. After this, they entered Punk's locker room to discuss the situation with Punk. Punk claimed he was not happy with this and said he felt threatened, and then just after that, Punk threw the first punch. A genuine fight broke loose, including friend of Punk, Ace Steel, who bit Kenny Omega. This cannot be happening with management and top talent. You can't run a business like that. I don't think Punk can be involved with AEW anymore, as most other talents have now refused to work with him. If Punk wants to stay in these brands and stay as a top guy in the wrestling scene, I think he needs to fix his temper and get his shit together. And coming in at number 2, we have Interim Champions. Interim Champions is a very smart idea for when a wrestler's out of action for a long amount of time. But AEW has milked the hell out of this. CM Punk was injured and Moxley was crowned Interim AEW Champion. This just makes it feel like it's not a formidable reign, knowing that it most likely isn't going to last. An example of this is when they made Sammy Guevara Interim AEW Champion when Cody Rhodes was out for only 1 week. 1 week. AEW needs to stop crowning interim champions for such a short period of time because it really just takes away from all the characters. If you make a guy a champion for like a month and then it just goes back to the other person, it's not really that good. The only way you can fix it is by having a match between those two people, which is what they have done. But I think they've done it just one too many times, and that's why I think they need to get rid of interim champions. And coming in at number 3, we have far too many titles. AEW has a long list of titles that have been introduced, including the World title, the TNT title, the Women's title, the Tag title, the FTW title, the TBS Championship, the All-Atlantic Championship, and the Trios Championship. If you're asking my opinion, that's way too many titles. Damn! This extensive list of titles really takes away from the magic of being a world champion. 9 different people currently hold a title in AEW. That's 9 too many. AEW would benefit more from having the standard amount of titles, but assuming their overpopulated roster, it kind of adds up. And that brings us right into number 4, too big of a roster. All Elite Wrestling is a main competitor to the WWE, and that means when talent becomes skilled enough to become pro, they have many choices for a career. AEW has been advertised as the number 1 wrestling company, so a majority of up-and-coming wrestlers sway towards the rival brand. It's great for business, but at some point, this can be quite the overload. AEW currently has over 180 wrestlers on payroll and ready to be used. This is obviously a large amount of talent, and you can't feature everybody over a few shows a week. So AEW does a decent job of compensating for this with multiple shows, including Dynamite, Rampage, Dark, and Dark Elevation. But I think if AEW downsized less active superstars, the ones they have can really, really shine. I mean, there's people who have been signed to AEW that haven't even been shown yet. They've been signed for over 5 months. So I'm hoping AEW can kind of cut down on their roster and really push those big stars. Well, that is going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. That is 4 problems with All Elite Wrestling. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button, because I found out over 90% of you aren't even subscribed. Are you joking me? The last video did great, so let's hope to do it again on this one. If you want to see more of me, head over to my Instagram at CWFPigFed and my TikTok at CWF Entertainment with 3 T's. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.